The trust crisis is an appealing myth because I think it makes us feel important. Most of the evidence suggests that trust in brand or businesses is pretty flat over the last 20 or 30 years. But in marketing conversations, in surveys I've done, in journals and trade press, most marketers assume that trust is much lower than it once was. I think the main reason is because it makes us feel really important. If we've got to deal with a much bigger problem than our predecessors has, it's a great boost to our ego. Through history, there have been brands that have had to overcome problems of trust. Some of the great ones have been things like banks when they first started. They had a phenomenal problem. They had to persuade people to put money in them when they were used to sticking it under their mattress or keeping it at home. Now, what they did was an example of costly signalling. They showed by their very architecture, huge marble halls, that they were in this for the long term. So that was one brand or category that started brilliantly. Other brands include people like VW. They won trust when they first launched in America in the late 50s by going out and admitting mistakes, admitting flaws, telling customers that their cars were ugly, that they were slow, and by those very tangible demonstrations of honesty, they made all their other claims that much more believable. One tactic that I think isn't being used enough, one tactic for overcoming the trust crisis, is that of making a big public commitment. I've done research which has shown that if you make a claim in public, it's much more believable than if you make a claim in private. And consumers pick up on that nuance. So the danger we have at the moment is if people overly personalise their advertising, if they make it very targeted, they're not getting the benefits of believability that come from huge shared broadcast campaigns.